So we are back live, Rigas Rudens. Now we have a first live stream game in the women's division, and we have a quarterfinal between a Hope Team Moments from Ogre and Hyperflick from Riga. Golba now. Big blade, but it's a bit too low, a bit too short. And Hyperflick now with a second opportunity to score this point. And there's some call in the center of the field. But still it should stay as a turnover. Yep, and Hyperflick also didn't contest this defense. I agree that even the injury was before the throw, it didn't affect the outcome here. And Golba in the end zone with a one-handed grab, and Moments taking the early lead. So both of these teams played yesterday as well, and Moments won in the group stage game. Hyperflick so far haven't won a single game in this tournament, while Moments have 2 victories. And the winner of this game will face Lithuanian team Drop That Smile in the semis. Now Hyperflick up the line and saves the disc and score. Hyperflick was Olinia. Not getting it with the first attempt, but still kept the eyes on the disc and scored. So it's 1-1. Was Olinia with the pull as well. Samiete, and again contact in the center of the field. A bit clumsy start of the game. 2 collisions off the disc. Pastore to Samiete in the end zone, and she's not able to land the first contact in bounds. She get the feet there in bounds, but still the right foot was first contact and it was out of bounds. Now Hyperflick, they actually can break to take the lead. Huge hammer. Arafieva getting the disc and that's a score. Layout grab in the end zone. Actually there's a stall out way before, but still we can look again. Looked like Golba tapped it on the mark. That's why the disc was so low. Samet was also laying out just a couple inches off. But Olinia saved the disc, but unfortunately for Hyperflick, it was a stall out even on the first pass. And error from Golba, throwing way too far in the break side. Bartole swings around to Arafieva. Both players usually play for Sirocco. Now Sirocco is not playing here, so They have joined as a pickup players for Hyperflick. Arefjeva. To Bartole. Hyperflick slowly advancing. Skuber in the end zone. To Ozoliņa and score. Lauma Vītola with assist. Throwing a Skuber. Not the best Skuber itself, but still it was perfectly put in the right spot. And it was easy grab for Ozoliņa. And Hyperflick taking the lead. Gulbe. To Pastore. Mikulic now. Swings around to Gulbe. Centers the disc. Gulbe to Mikulic up the line. And Evelyn in the end zone. Scores and tie the game. So we are tied at 2. Very close start in this game. Moments are definitely the favorites in this matchup. They won 2 games yesterday, while Hyperflick haven't won a single game yet. And of course, Moments is a team with a history, while Hyperflick is just formed a couple years ago, and most of the players are just playing for a couple years, of course. So that sometimes shows on the field as well, but still they are getting better and better with every single tournament. And as you can see now, great cutting in the end zone to get the wide open player, and Hyperflick scores. It was Kate Grunova faking out defender and getting wide open in the open side. Ball goes out of bounds and it's going to be a break. Mikulic, the one that starts this point. Samiet with the undercut. And miscommunication between the player, but there's a call, but still it shouldn't affect the outcome. It should be a turnover. So let's see what players will discuss. Looks like the players are going to give the bid disc back, but and Moments score. And we are tied at 3. I'm still not sure about that pick call, because the pick was deep in the end zone and the turnover was on the handler's side, where I believe Nobody was expecting that call or stoppage, and they just kept playing. So it didn't affect the outcome. But still, Moment said it was way before, so it should be given back. Now Hyperflick starting their offense. Arefjeva. Nice swing around to Azolinya. Back to Arefjeva. And second time this forehand didn't work out. And Moments have opportunity to take the lead. Big hammer goes up to Gulbe, a bit outside of the end zone. Nowhere to put it, and just players exchanging with the passes back to back for the score. And Moments taking the lead, 4-3. Now they are up by 1. Just to remind you that this is the quarterfinal game. Winners will play against Lithuanian team Drop That Smile, that are actually still current indoor champions. And in the second semi-final we will see Salaspils playing against Estonian girls, and it will be right after this game. So lots of fun women's ultimate to come, and still here we have a game and Moments with another opportunity to break. Big hammer goes up. Eglite read the disc, get the hand on it, but wasn't able to came down with it. And Hyperflick again. And Mikulic, great work on the defense. Shut down the second handler and get the block. Moments struggling a bit. Can't find the open players. Now Veronika Mikulic steps as a handler to do something, and Gulbe with the scuba in the end zone. And Moments breaks once again, 3 points in a row. And the Hyperflick taking a timeout. Just want to stop this momentum from home team Moments. They have scored 3 points in a row. 2 of them have been breaks, and just a couple minutes ago Hyperflick were leading by 1, and now they are down 2 points. They still know that they can get back in this game. They proved it in the first points. They get the break, get some blocks, they have opportunities. So maybe just need to take a deep breath. We can see Nauris Jasukevich is on the bench. He's actually a player from Ogre, but now he's helping out both Ventspils men's team and Hyperflick women's team, giving some tips. Of course, he's also quite experienced player, have played for a couple of national teams, so he can share his knowledge. While Moments, they don't have a outside of the game coach, but still they have very experienced players like Gulbe. So the timeout is over. Both teams are stepping back on. some last discussions about the force from Moment's side. Looks like it's gonna be force backhand. Bartole. Quick give and go movement. Just to gain couple of meters. Arefjeva. Hyperflick slowly. Gaining some meters now. Forced to swing the disc back a bit. And the miscue on the grab. An opportunity for Moments to break. Score 4 points in a row. Can they do it? Eglīte. Pastore. And Samiete up the line. Scores 7-3. After this... I'm sorry, it's 6-3 now. After this close start, now looks like Moments have finally getting into their game. They actually won against DTS yesterday, and was one of the biggest upsets in this tournament so far, because Lithuanians have basically the national team playing for their club. They're very strong indoors, and Moments actually haven't won Latvian national championship for several years, so they are not like even the best team in Latvia, but still they managed to won that game, surprise Lithuanians. One more opportunity for Moments. Golbe. To Pastore. And up the line, Mikulica scores. Just like in the previous point, Pastore just giving the pass up the line. This time Mikulic is the target. And it's 7-3. It's also 7 minutes left to play here. So if the game keep going like this, we actually might finish it before we run out of the time. It's game to 11 points or 25 minutes. So Moments need just 4 more points. Hyperflick now. Arefjeva. And there's looks like a travel call. So Pastore calling a travel, and this goes back. Bartole gets it off the side. Arefjeva. And the pass up the line was a bit too sharp. And now it looks like nothing is working for Hyperflick. Heidel's backhand from Gulbe. And Pastore, lady forehand in the end zone. And it's a bit too fast. So Hyperflick with another opportunity. Maybe they should go back to the hammers and blades as the hucks, or at least half field throws that worked for them earlier. Nice swing in the break side. And a block right before the hands of Bartole. It's Abarinya with the defense. Pastore to Mikulica. Abariņa now. Gulbe to Mikulića. Two players cutting in the open side and no one gets it. And it's another turnover. Four turnovers so far in this point. Arefjeva. And another turnover. Misljakinen not able to grab the disc. Golbe to Eglite. Back to Golbe. And Mikulić again in the open side. Scores. Second point in a row for Mikulića. And again it's up the line. So 8-3 now. Moments leading. Golbe with a pull. It's a very good one. I'm not sure if she's able to call it as a break. They're also saying it's not it wasn't that high, and yeah, the player agrees. They're back in the back corner, and that's D. After a very great pull, big pressure. Moments get the disc back. And Samiete falls down in the end zone to save the disc. Mikulića apologizing to the teammate because it wasn't the best throw. So 9-3 is the score. Only 2 minutes left to play. Some discussions on the Hyperflix side. Maybe they will try out some set play. And an easy drop from Arefjeva. And Moments immediately punish them. Just one pass to score. 10-3. Moments still need one more point to win this game. And now the time doesn't matter anymore. It's game to 11 anyway. So looks like Hyperflick will finish this tournament in the 5th place. Still great experience for the Riga players. Even though this isn't the closest game for Hyperflick, but they had several ones before. And Moments actually make it in time. 11-3. They're taking the win, and they will face Drop That Smile in the semi-final. Just to remind you, Moments won against them yesterday, so we'll have a rematch later on. But before that, we'll have one more game, and it will be a second semi-final. So it's Salaspils and Estonian girls. So we'll be back after 5 minutes.